The fate of these twins was truly tragic. As soon as the younger sister was born, she was rushed to the operating table. At the critical moment, the hospital suddenly experienced a power outage. All medical equipment stopped functioning, and the hospital demanded an immediate halt to the surgery. However, the sister's chest cavity had already been opened. If the surgery were to stop now, she would face certain death. No one dared to perform surgery without electricity. At this point, the attending surgeon stepped forward and asked, "Does anyone believe their career is more important than a life?" She looked around, and not a single person spoke. The doctor decisively continued the surgery. The backup batteries could last for 40 minutes. The countdown began. On the operating table, the sister started her battle against death. Meanwhile, lying outside the operating room, the brother seemed to be able to feel the pain his sister was experiencing at that moment. Ever since his sister was wheeled into the operating room, he had been crying non-stop, to the point of nearly suffocating. Fortunately, the father noticed in time and called for doctors, who used a resuscitator to save the boy's life. The man looked at his children, feeling heartbroken and helpless. His daughter was undergoing surgery, his son had nearly died, and his wife was still unconscious. The man's blood pressure began to rise, and his body started convulsing from the anxiety. Doctors had to administer antihypertensive medication to stabilize him. Inside the operating room, life was racing against time. The wound began to be sutured, the most critical step. The attending surgeon told everyone, "If there are difficulties, then overcome them. If the extracorporeal circulation machine couldn't run, then it would be manually operated." The speed of rotation had to match the frequency and power of the heartbeat, not a second faster or slower. With only 1 second remaining, the last bit of light suddenly went out. Everyone took out their flashlights, illuminating a path of light for the child undergoing surgery. The operation continued,